Yeah, so this is a teaching channel and I'll be sharing how to memorize your trig values. So let's start off by drawing this 6x4 table, right? So we have our sine, cosine, and tangent. Then for our angles, we have 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. So you also want to do this in radians. So 0 degrees is 0 in radians, 30 degrees is pi over 6, 45 is pi over 4, 60 is pi over 3, 90 is pi over 2. And if you want to convert between them, look at how, you might want to notice how 180 divided by 30 equals to 6, 180 divided by 45 equals to 4, 180 divided by 60 equals to 3. So let's look at sine first. So sine, let's draw this graph. So sine will start at 0, right? It'll look like this. So we'll start at 0, so sine 0 equals to 0. And we know that the first maximum is at 90 degrees, right? So sine 90 equals to 1. So these middle values, you're going to have to memorize them. So sine 30 is root 1 over 2. Sine 45 is root 2 over 2. Sine 60 is root 3 over 2. Right? And we can simplify this. Root 1 is just the same thing as 1. So that's our sine finish. That's pretty easy. And our cosine is just the exact opposite of sine. So we're going to fill it out in reverse order. So it will be 0, 1 over 2, root 2 over 2, root 3 over 2, and 1. So that's our sine and cosine finish. So for tangent, you might want to remember that tangent is just the same thing as sine over cosine. So tangent 0 is just the same thing as sine 0 over cosine 0. So 0 over 1 is 0. 1 over 2 divided by root 3 over 2. Let's write it down here. That's the same thing as 1 over 2 times 2 over root 3. Because you flip the fraction, right? So we cancel out our 2. We get 1 over root 3. And we also want to rationalize it. So root 3, and then we'll get root 3 over 3. So that's our answer. So let's make this cleaner. Root 3 over 3. So tangent 45, that's root 2 over 2 divided by root 2 over 2. That's 1. Root 3 over 2 divided by 1 over 2. That's root 3. And 1 over 0, that's undefined, so let's cross it out. Yep. And that's the entire table. So how would you go along memorizing this, right? So if you notice a pattern for the degrees, it goes from 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. So here it's plus 15, 45 to 60 is plus 15, 60 to 90 is plus 30, right? And 0 to 30 is plus 30. So this is a pattern you can memorize. And then for the sine values, right? We know that this is 0 and 90 degrees is 1. So for the middle, notice how they're all divided by 2. And for sine, it goes in ascending order first. It'll go from 1 to root 2 to root 3. And for cosine, it'll go from root 3 to root 2 to 1. And for tangent, you can either work it out on the spot or you can also memorize it. So the leftmost column is 0. The middle column is 1. And this column is root 3 over 3, and this is root 3. Yep, that's it. So you might be wondering why we only memorize these specific values, and that's because any other sine or cosine ratios, like sine 240, we can figure it out using one of these values from the table, right? And I'll talk about that in the next video. Thank you.